All right, we're back. So what we're working on today is we're gonna finish up trying to get this panel for the shop. Um, Not really working so much in stuff yet, but we got to get this shop up and running here. All right, so I kind of started it a little bit to get it going. I'll just continue working on, and then when people join on up, and we'll stream. But same thing as always. The thing is, we're creating these panels here. Hopefully this gets, hopefully we get this set up correctly. I don't know. I always hate doing stuff like this because you don't know if you think it's gonna work or not. So we'll figure it out here. And then I don't even know if our system works yet because I haven't really tested it. But it's always fun. Did we camera freeze up? Something happened there. It was like a little glitch. Here my video screen is still... Okay, cool. Yeah, that was weird. Camera glitched out there. Okay. Alright, so I got my instructions over here. For now. So we're gonna label the buttons. Okay, we got buy. Got shot. No. Tail. So I've been working on the Discord server as well, getting that all set up, trying to make more. Cause like I've had it for years and like don't really, I go in there and stuff, but like we use it for game chat sometimes, hanging out with friends. But it's like it's not very active. It used to be kind of active back in the day, and I would like to get it, kind of active again with everybody, and kind of just sharing ideas and. It just takes time. One of those things, it's really hard to kind of create, all these spaces. But, I'm just setting it up so, in case we start building, like we said, we start building a community here and, people, if they want, they can go in there and share information and, have fun and talk. All right, so for each button, expand it, select its text chop. Right. Name the text components to held text. This is hopefully the music isn't too loud. I tried watching this. I always try to watch the stream after I do it just to see, and it did seem like it was pretty low. So never mind. I did change this. But it's so much better having music playing while I'm working. Oh my god. It was pretty rough when I don't have music playing. We're gonna have to work on that. Wonder if there's a way we can randomize that and it will pop up with it. I'm sure there is a way with code. I'm sure we can do that. You know, like it will say by health, and then maybe we can have it like randomize based on the wave. We'll just do that for now. See how it see how it works. We'll just set everything for 10. How do I do? Wait. It's 10 Xeno. Keep everything 10 right now. I'd say speed boost. The buttons. I'm hoping I did this right because it told me to do it under the shop canvas. That is. We need that. X. Okay. So now we have to hook up the script. Shops. We put it here, or so it says hook the shop panel. So this is the panel into your shop script. There's no errors, man. I don't see any errors on any script. Do we have any errors? No. In there. Anything in there? Right. Green Wave Shop. I don't see any errors. Let's do that again. See if we can do it on the top cam. No. Okay. Let me close it down. Maybe we need to reload everything. Try this. Sometimes I like cleaning out. Exit out of Xcode. Here's the playlist we're listening to. This royalty-free 8-bit music. Got 119 tracks, so hopefully this time around we won't run out of music. Back into the Unity Hub. Visual Studio Code. Back. Dude, what errors are we having? We'll enter safe mode and see what that does. Like, I do not see any errors. I did change my see what these errors are. Okay. Okay, player progression. All right, so we gotta get the player progression. I don't see anything hitting an error here. What line? Add XP. Okay. Air. Oh, that's in our enemy script. Okay, enemy script. Got it. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I said like normally if there's errors, it will be red. It was red before. See what's going on here. Okay. See, this is when I first did it yesterday before we lost everything. All right, let's go to the. And Flamingo, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. There's a. Player progression. Don't have add XP. See. Oh, it's going pretty good. We're just trying to solve these errors. What happened yesterday when I was streaming, I've been using ChatGPT to help me with this. Like I said, I'm not a coder, but you know, I'm trying to learn new skills and everything. But anyway, I had it in ChatGPT, these directions that we were doing for this, we're doing this wave shop. So in between the game, I should probably explain the game a little bit. So kind of like, the object of this game is you're playing as an alien and you're going around abducting humans. Well, we're trying to create the player progression system right now. And I had it in ChatGPT, like an idea of what I wanted to do. I kind of had what do you work as, by the way? What do you mean by that? What do I work at? What do you work at? Give you a little more clear on that question? I'm not sure what you mean. But what I'm saying is, I had this idea for a player progression, so I used ChatGPT to kind of like, oh yeah. Yeah, programming is not my main thing, so I'm kind of just learning. My career outside of this is instructional design, so training and everything like that, like creating training stuff. So yeah, this is all new to me. I kind of started this journey back in late October. Kind of like October, November. So it's only been about 6-7 months. I was working on a couple other games before this, and then this idea kind of popped in, and I tried to like scale things down and just make a simple idea, and here we are. So we've been working on this since probably April, building this prototype kind of out. So, and like I said, I'm using ChatGPT, which to kind of learn and to kind of help me build the ideas I have in my head. Oh, cool. So interesting how his journey has been. How has the journey been? It just feels like right now, like I'm just in learn mode. Don't vibe code. Yeah, I know. Everybody tells you this. I know. See, that's the thing. Everybody's scared of AI. I get it. I understand it. Trust me. But I'm learning as I go. I'm one of those people I have to learn by doing. You know what I mean? And recognize the patterns. I have to do it over and over again. So it's kind of one of those things. I get where people come from. Trust me. I know what you mean. Because you're going to rely too heavy on AI. But here's the thing. Oh, right, yeah. But here's the thing. As much as like people want to sit here and say you have to learn stuff, I have a buddy that's been coding for like 20 some plus years. You know, he knows Python, JavaScript, all this stuff. He's a coder, right? I was talking to him. I was starting with Python, but like I couldn't come up with any projects. But I was like, well, I got these game ideas. So that's kind of what led me down this path. So, because I was going to look at Pygame and like stuff like that. But I was like looking at Unity and stuff because like I've always wanted to kind of do this, but I just never like I said, I couldn't code. So I was like, Well, I can't do this, so how am I going to do it? Well, case in point, ChatGPT. Anyway, long story short, my buddy said, when you do math, do you use a calculator? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, then use AI. You got to learn stuff. I get it. But eventually AI is just going to be another tool to make sure to get your ideas and to do it faster. Period. End of story. I mean, this is what's going to happen. It's like a calculator. Because I remember when I was in school, I'm kind of older, so, we weren't allowed to use calculators in school. And like, you'll never have a calculator with you to do math. Okay, well, I have one with me every day on my phone. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Like I said, I'm not trying to like argue. Like I said, I want to know how to code. The problem is, it's like a double-edged sword, you know? It's like, hey, I want to code, but then it's like, I want to build it. And then they're like, well, come up with a project so you can build it. And then, well, I don't know what to do. So how do you know what to do? So then you're going to go reference tutorials. You're going to go reference other people's code. Well, ChatGPT does that all for me really fast. I tell it specifically what I want, what idea, and it tells me how to do it. After I do it so many times, I'm starting to pick up the things like, oh, we use that. You know what I mean? Like I start to remember these things. Oh, I remember doing that before. It just takes time. Like I said, I've only been doing this for not even 7 months. Like it's been probably a month altogether because I was doing other things like trying to do artwork and, so now I'm just prototyping this out and then we'll do art later. I'm just having fun. Like that's another thing that's like, I'm not trying to do this as a job. It's a hobby. It's for fun. It's learning new skills and it's I have ideas in my head and this is the best way I've ever had to be able to get these things I have in my brain out. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of people that never coded or never did certain things are going to start doing it now with the help of AI. It's just what's going to happen. Problem is that we have people in our universe that are completely in their way, so it makes things harder for them to even remember things. Yeah, I get it. Basic problems. I mean, situation is different. You want to convert your idea. Yeah, I didn't take coding my college degree is completely different. It's a bachelor's of science, but it was instructional technology, so training and stuff like that. Yeah, I just don't have the foundational of coding. But I mean, we don't know what the future holds, and I guarantee you it's going to be a tool. And people say like, oh, ChatGPT can't code very well. Well, give it 6 months, give it 2 years. What do you think it's going to be in 5 years? Look at the thing I always tell people is like, look back when like Midjourney and all these things were doing pictures. Like they were creating pictures. They look like garbage. They were like, oh God, this is never going to happen. Well, then watch it as it's progressed in like 2 years. See where it started and where it's at. Where's this going to be in 5 years? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but see, the things that we're working with now, like what, you don't know what companies have. Like, that's what I'm saying. All these people are like, oh, they don't have nothing. It's nothing. It can't do anything. It's like, dude, it's on rails right now. Like, they're not going to show you what they have. It's farther along than you think. But I agree with you. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to say it's here. It's not going away. You got to utilize it, you know? All right. I got to remember what we did here. This, I don't think we were doing something else. Anyway, the whole story was. No, I get it. Yeah. Oh, what was the message? Oh, Nightbot. Oh, man, I gotta like. Anyway, what is that? I make that. I didn't delete that. I'm sorry. I gotta. I'm setting all this stuff up, so bear with me. Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to set my stream up and all this stuff and Nightbot. I gotta go in there and make sure it's, not being like that. No, I know some people just get, they get worked up when they're passionate about things, and I get it. Yes, I have stream elements. Yep. I used to stream like 6 years ago a lot, and then I kind of took a break for a while, and now I'm like coming back, and I gotta figure out how everything I used to have. So, but I do have Stream Elements hooked up. Yep, yep, there it is. Yeah, I just need to go into Nightbot. I just added it, and you know, it's a lot of work off stream. And but anyway, I'm just saying, it's like it's giving people the ability to do things that they never thought they can do. That's what AI is doing, and it's not going away. I mean, it's not going away. Now, as far as, you know, taking your job, it will take your job. It already happened. But the problem is, it's going to condense. So instead of having 200 people doing work, it'll be 10 people. Because those 10 people will be able to utilize AI to be more productive and faster. That's what's going to happen. And it's already happening right now. And companies are going to see that, and they're going to whatever which way a company can save money. They don't care about people. You're just a number in a spreadsheet. So they're going to utilize every tool possible in every way to save money and for people to be more productive. So if that's AI, it is. But yeah, I mean, you work with AI. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to build things and stuff. Like I said, I just chose a different path, and I just didn't think I could do it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm a musician, so I kind of like my path. I always wanted to build things, but then music kind of took over my life when I was younger. So I dove into music. I play guitar and write music and stuff, which I'll do on stream sometimes. Sometimes I just throw my guitar and we start jamming out. That's cool. But see, you're a programmer. You know what I mean? Like you have the foundations. You've learned. I'm trying. I got some books. You know, I can't learn by reading books. My brain just doesn't work that way. Hey man, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Really do. So, you know, I'm in my 40s, and here I am. I'm trying to learn a new skill, trying to do stuff. But like I said, you know, I mean, yeah, it'd be great if I could do this for a living and be a coder and all that. But like, you know, I don't know. You know, it's like, it's a great thing, but it takes time to do it, you know? And yeah, I'm not there yet. And like I said, I'm just learning new skills. I'm having fun with it and trying to build a game and do that. But I get, you know, the whole thing of like game devs like, oh, dude, you know, what are you doing? Vibe coding. And it's like a threatened thing, because trust me, I have it in my field that I was in. During COVID, a lot of teachers stopped teaching. And they're like, hey, I can be an instructional designer. It's like, whoa, no, you can't. Teaching and instructional design are two different things. So I get it. No, I totally get it. Because I feel that in my field, and I'm trying to get out of it, because it's like the field's turned into something that like wasn't what you know what I mean? Like what I learned, or when I was in college and got my degree. It's changed, you know? And there's like this certain program that everybody uses, so they think, oh, I get good at this program, I'm an instructional designer. No, you're not. So I get the coding thing. It's like, hey, I'm using ChatGPT. I don't consider myself a programmer at all. I would never say that. I'm cheating, I guess, but you know, I'm using the tools available to do what I'm trying to do. That's cool. You're moving to Canada next fall for MSc Computer Science. Oh, that's nice, man. Dude, thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, so here we are. We're just basically, but I'm learning. Like, you know, every time I get myself in a pickle or we blow something up, you know, like I am right now, I have to figure this out. So, you know, it's cool. It's frustrating, but it's cool. So what games have you, what are you working on and stuff? Are you like, Like, what's some stuff that, like, what do you like to work on? Or you're learning C++? Cool. Yeah, see, like, the thing is, like, I'm getting to the point where I'm understanding code, like, intellectually. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of read this now. Like, I can kind of read the code and kind of understand it. Like, oh, this is what it's doing. Like, I'm starting to plug that into my brain. You know what I mean? But as far as, like, all the syntax and all this stuff, like, I can't memorize it all, like, right now. I remember certain things, but if you told me to sit down right now without ChatGPT and go, hey, code me this, dude, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. Tried web development for about 6 months, but I hated it. Yeah, I've always wanted to try web develop myself. I would like to try building apps too. You know, it's just one of those things. I'm one of those people. I like to create things. I like to build things. I like to solve problems. But it's like, sometimes it's hard to, like, I overthink things sometimes. And it's hard for me to condense things into a simple little thing. You know what I mean? I think that's just it's like a human thing. So, like, you know, that's why I'm just working on the game right now. I have other ideas I want to try, and I'm a procrastinator, and plus, like, I'm one of those people. I'll work on something, I'll get bored, and I move to something else. Work on it because I'm all hyped, get bored, and you know what I mean. And I never complete things. It feels like. So I'm trying to be disciplined about this one, and go, no, man, I'm gonna see this one through. So I just know myself very well, and that's been a big problem of mine. I just always jump around to all these things. You know, that's how my brain is. Yeah, I've never been diagnosed, but people tell me I probably have it. I have all the signs. I have everything, and everything I tell people, they're like, dude, you have it, man. I just never been diagnosed. It went, you know, back when I was in school and stuff, they didn't really find kids, you know what I mean? They didn't really pay attention to kids that had this. They just said, oh, he's goofing off, or he's not paying attention, or he's, you know what I mean? Like, he's slacking off or whatever. I had that all the time. So there's been days that I've hit the wall on this project. I'm just like, hey, man, I want to try something else. And I'm just like, no, we're going to do this because I'm really excited about my idea. If it wasn't broken right now, I'd show you it because I have some things built. But I'm trying to figure out what I did yesterday. Like I said, I was using ChatGPT to I see the thing about ChatGPT, not just in general, I use Gemini too and stuff, but it's like an idea generator for me. It's like I have an idea, I throw it in there, and it kind of tells me about like a way to do it. And then I feel like AI is like the tutor or the mentor I've never had. You know what I mean? It's like I have these things I want to know about. Well, they have the answers, and I can go to it. Like YouTube. YouTube is the greatest thing that ever happened when it came out. Because like I could think of things and go, oh, maybe somebody can show me how to do it. And I can learn. You know, I've always liked to learn. But I did like, when I was trying to learn Python, I did like the language. I thought it was cool. So what's some stuff you're working on? Enough about me. I don't need to always yak. I like to talk too. And you can see I'm getting distracted. I have a couple of regulars that come in here. And it's hilarious to make fun of me. Just keep going. No, I know. Yep. And that's the thing, you know, you just got to power through it. And I'm kind of like putting coding to music because like I've been doing music since I was like 15. I'm not like, you know, this magical thing or whatever. Like I could be a professional musician or a composer or whatever. You know, it was always a hobby and I was very passionate about. And you know, so I look at it that way. It's like, man, I look at when I first started playing or first started learning music, I knew nothing. And I would just stumble along, and then as I've grown, I've learned things, and, you know, just like coding, it's just like you start picking things up. Well, I'm working on C++, and I am planning to go into control motors and read sensors using protocols as well, in addition to some... Oh, cool. So, like, oh, that's cool, like robotics and stuff. Yeah, my youngest daughter, or not my youngest, my oldest daughter is she's kind of into that stuff, too. Other than that, I will use AI to integrate. That's cool. Yeah, like, I'm a tech nerd. You know, I kind of like all techie things and, you know, stuff kind of like kind of like that. And I kind of fell away from tech for a while because it just got stale. Like all it's about is phones, and it's like, okay, dude, tech wasn't exciting. And then like 2 years ago, AI started coming along, and I started getting excited again about tech. Yeah, I've been using ChatGPT for like 2 years, and not for this, but like I would use it just for daily stuff, like helping with my writing better emails, coming up with ideas, and all this stuff. That's what I used it for. In addition, I'm moving towards electronics, working with PCB, electric engineering related stuff as well. So hardware plus software is something more like for me. Oh man, if Bit comes in here, you'll like him. He's one of my regular viewers. I can't remember his whole name, but I just call him Bit. He's from Romania, but he's into electronics and tinkering and putting stuff together and building things. Yeah, you two will get along real well. But yeah, so I took one of those like tests like 10 years ago, or when I took tests in college too, to kind of find out what you want to do in life. I always scored high, and not high, but I always scored more into like engineering. But the problem is I'm not very good at math. Well, I struggled in math. Like algebra, I had to take it in college. I literally had to have a tutor the whole semester, and I pulled, I think, a D. I've just like math, like was one of those things. I have one of those brains that it takes me a while to get things. Like that was one of the things I knew back in the day. Like something was wrong with my brain, because like everybody around me would like get things quicker than I would. But then like once I get it, I got it. Oh, you're supposed to become a doctor? Cool. I don't know what I was supposed to be. Probably just a bum. Well, here's the thing. In high school, I hated school. Hated high school, probably because I have ADHD. So I was always not engaged. Everybody would always tell me, he's like, you gotta be, gotta be engaged. You gotta be with it. I was always kind of just floating around. Ah, well, there we go. That all makes sense now. Not to sound like I'm racist, but now that I know that that's your descent, it all makes sense. Yeah, you guys are smart in math, man. I had when I was a kid, I had a buddy growing up for like a year. Yeah, no, that's all good, man. It's all good. Like I was telling you, I had a buddy that was half Vietnamese, half American. So I was like kind of introduced to Asian culture when I was young. Like I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. He was my good buddy. He was really good in art, good in math, and all this stuff. And then he like moved away, and I lost contact with him. And I've always wanted to reconnect with him because he was a really cool. He got me into like Bruce Lee, got me into like all this Asian stuff. So no, it's all good. Oh wow, that's not cool. Probably because she's it's probably religious stuff. Probably. I'm welcome of all people. I don't care, man. I enjoy Asian people. I was obsessed with like Bruce Lee when I was in like 5th grade. I actually read his book Striking Thoughts. Really good book. But yeah, he like I was saying, my buddy, he was half Vietnamese. His mom was Vietnamese. His dad was American. Really great artist, and we're in 4th grade. And this kid could draw so good, man. I was so jealous because I always tried drawing. I was just never that good at it. I'm decent. I can draw little things, but yeah, family in Florida, Alaska, New York, and Cali, and Texas. Wow, that's all over. You're not even a practicing Muslim. I'm not even anything either. So there you go. That's cool. So what part Asian are you? Oh, your mother. Oh, okay. Sorry. I should have thought of that. Duh. Okay, cool. Your dad's from Iraq? Mother's from Persian. Cool. Yeah, my ancestors are from Europe. My mom's side, they're from Poland. Uh, and my dad's side, German and English. Everybody's German. Sort of got. I'm more German than anything. Yeah, I started doing. I did that, like couple. It was probably 3 or 4 years ago. I did I got a DNA test, the ancestry DNA for Christmas. So I took it and got, my results back. And I really got into ancestry and trying to come up with my family tree. I got back, so my father's side, I found my great 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 grandfather. He was born in 1815 in America. So like my dad's side's been here in America for, before it was America, because I think they came over from England. Um, and then my mom's side, my great grandfather came over from Poland, beginning of the 1900s. So it's very interesting. It's very fascinating to find your family history, and then trying to work your way back, generation by generation. You're about to visit England? Oh, that's cool. It's on my wish. I want to go back. I want to. Well, I've never been there. I've never been to Europe. I've never actually ever been out of the United States, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to travel the United States. It's so big. There's so many so many states here that it's a lot. Ticket to Toronto's insane. Yeah, we got to um we didn't go into Canada, but we went to right outside where Niagara Falls is. Wow, that's expensive. The reason I've never been to Europe is I don't like flying, so I don't know if I could sit on an airplane for 8 hours or however long the flight is. Oh, I don't even want to know. Well, probably to Toronto. Uh, oh my God. Yeah, see, I couldn't do that, man. 40 hours? That's a whole work week. Oh my God. That's too much for me. Like I had to do San Francisco to Chicago red eye. That was like a 5 hour flight, and that was rough. And plus, it was a red eye, so it sucked. I left. It was, yeah. That's woo, man. That's literally what, a day and a half. Yeah, it's like a day and 12 hours. Well, more than 12 hours. Jeez. Cool. Yeah, I heard Canada's great. I wish you the best of luck with that. And with your are you going, wait, hold on, I think it was your masters, right? Let me read here. Yeah, actually, so that tutor I told you about that had in math, he was from India. Actually, I think he was from where you were from. Dude was smart, man. He was so smart at math, so smart at algebra. He helped me so much, and he got me to see it. Like he was just so good as a tutor, because I was just like, I can't do it, I can't do it. He's like, no, no, keep going, you're there. And I did, man. Like I right at the end, right when the semester was up, he's like, you got it, you did it. But I haven't used it in like 20 years, so I probably forgot it. So so you're moving for your master's in computer science with specialization in robotics, embedded systems, and a minor in AI. No, he was awesome. I wish I had him in high school. Like seriously. He was so great. He knew it. He knew every. He knew math. He knew algebra so great. He knew my flaws, and he knew how to get me to where I needed to go. And he was perfect. I didn't see it, but he saw it, and that's why he was a good tutor. He was excellent. Like at first I hated it. I was like, I don't want to do this. I hate it. I was like, oh, whatever, and I was so against, going. But then eventually I saw it and I was like, oh no, he's helping me. He knows what he's doing. I also get told I should start my own YouTube channel. Explain complex. That's great. Yeah, give it a shot. There's no reason not to. Because you don't know, you know what I mean? You don't know what that can open up for you. I've actually got jobs from the past because I have a YouTube channel. I don't really do anything. I used to do music stuff. And it got me a couple of jobs where I would use it for training because I was trying to better myself as a trainer and, like that. And I actually used it as like, hey, this is what I do. And it actually worked. I mean, jobs in that will look at it and go, wow, because then they can see that you're eager and, oh, he's good at speaking, or he's good at learning new things and putting himself in difficult situations. So yeah, I would just give it a shot. Plan out like maybe 5 videos and start there. Do the first 5, see how it goes, edit them, see if you like it, and then upload them. Because the thing about YouTube is you got to be consistent. You got to keep pumping out content, You have great managerial skills and great soft skills. Cool. I want to get into the depth of technical side. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, you seem very technical. Like your brain, requires that more. Like me, I like technical stuff to a point. I just like solving problems. I like finding a problem. Hey, let's figure it out. Like this is how my brain is. Like it's constantly trying to solve problems. And that's just where it goes. It's like someone tells me something, I'm like already trying to figure out ways, or I'm always a step ahead, trying to be a step ahead of people. Like I already know what they're going to kind of talk about. It's just how my brain works. But I like to be creative. I like to create things. I have like that 2 weird things, that come together. Your HD keeps running. Yeah, yeah, me too. Same case here. Yeah, here I have. Cool, you have a startup idea. Nice. So once I have immigrated to Canada, I'm definitely going to start. That's great. Wish you the best of luck. I'm kind of in a weird situation right now. So 2 months ago, I got laid off from my job. I was there for like 3 years. I'm in training. So training is the first to go when there's a downturn, in the markets and everything. I've been unemployed before, but I'm kind of at the point in my life, I'm at like a crossroads. It's like, I want to do something else. I kind of want to strike out on my own, but it's like, how do I make money? And it's like, how can I use these tools and these things that I'm doing to do that? So I'm kind of in a weird limbo state right now. And I think me as a person, I would be better suited as like my own boss, kind of. But I just like to work on things and a lot of different things, I don't know, I'm in a weird spot, in my life right now. Oh, that's cool. Glad you can relate. Yeah, it happens, Um, the work life, being in corporate America it's rough, man. It's rough sometimes. Because you just get laid off for no reason. It's not like your performance is bad or you're a bad employee or nothing like that. It's just it's a numbers game. It's like if you make too much money or whatever, they need to save money. You're just a number in a spreadsheet. And they say, if your number's called, see ya. I'm not trying to be bitter. I'm not bitter about my company. I understand. I don't hold any grudge to them. And I even thank them for the opportunity that they gave me. I was like, hey, thank you for letting me work here. And, thank you again. That's all you do. And then you part ways and figure out the next steps. So I started streaming again. And like I said, I threw myself into this project and kind of my job right now. But like I said, I'm just doing it for fun. I have no expectations of this being any good or, you know what I mean? Or making any cash. I mean, if like I told told people on stream, it's like, man, if this thing makes, if I sell one copy, it's a success. I want to show you it, but I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Being distracted. But like I said, I was doing something yesterday and ChatGPT lost the thing that I was doing, so I had to kind of redo everything. And now that's why I'm getting this error, and I gotta figure out if I delete this, is it gonna ruin what I built? Oh, no, no problem. No. I actually like talking to the chat. I'm one of those people. I like to be engaged, and no problem. It's all good. Like when my regular, if they come in today, you'll see. I just appreciate you coming here, following, and subscribing. I can't believe it. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got Clutch Cheese. He comes in once in a while. He's a newer follower. And Purple Bunny, the newer follower. He comes in here. And like I said, the Bit Welder. He's a welder, but he's a tinkerer like you. He was he's from Romania, and he was taking a part of an LCD TV. He's trying to do something with it. He's just one of those people. He likes to tinker, pull things apart, and, you know, do things to him. So you get along with that guy. Yep. I was there. I'm a Mac guy, as you can see. I've been a Mac user since 2008, and yes, they are expensive. I have my gaming PC I built back here, but yeah. Yep, I'm the same as you. I have my gaming rig here, and then I got my workhorse. My MacBook Pro. I got I had an M1 Max, and then last year, when the M3 came out, I sent my M1 to Apple to get money for it to get the M3 one. I got an M3 Max Pro. Man, once they went to the M chips, God, these things are so great. So yeah, my MacBook Pro is literally doing, it's got all this, it's running everything. It's running OBS, you know, I'm streaming on it. I'm doing freaking Unity development. It's insane. Yeah. No, I mean, I really didn't need to upgrade my M1 to my M3. But I was just looking at, like, okay, if I'm going to start getting into game development and this stuff, I'm probably not going to buy a laptop for the next, like, 3 to 4 years. So I might as well do it now. Yeah, that's about what mine cost. I have 40, I got the 40, I think it's 48 gigs of RAM, I think. Yeah, 48. So I got the 48 M3 Max. Yeah. And I think the 1 terabyte drive as well. I literally, and as you know, having an M1 Max, like, you hardly ever hear the fans boot up on your MacBook Pro. I've had them, like right now, we have all this running. There's no fans running. When I was doing shader graphs in Unity, trying to learn shader graphs, that was the first time, maybe the first time I ever heard the actual fans run on my MacBook Pro. These things are so efficient. Oh my God, it was insane. They're amazing machines. And as opposed to my gaming machine over here. Yep. Yeah, I didn't think this thing had fans. Like I said, it booted up when I was doing shader graphs. Benchmark, okay. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, is that the fan on my computer? It's the first time I've ever heard it.
It's 11 o'clock.
I love like I said, I've been a Mac, like I said, I was a Mac user since 2008. When Windows Vista came out, that's when I switched to being a Mac guy. Oh, I love it. I love my machine. And I got the Apple display. Not the expensive one, just the basic one with, and that's how I'm running my stream. It's built in, and I just have it hooked up, you know. And I got an external monitor over here. I love it, man. I love my Mac. I'm a Mac guy. But I use Windows, you know. I use Windows for work when I used to work and game and stuff. So I'm like best of both worlds. You're probably like me. Like once you get into the Apple ecosystem, you can't get out. I got my iPad, got my iPhone, got my Mac. I got Apple TVs in the house. I can't get away from it. I got a buddy that's like, he's like, you got to get away from all that stuff. You got to get away from Mac. I'm like, no, dude, I love it. Yep. I got that too. Apple Watch. I got Apple Watch, Apple headbuds. I got the freaking headphones. I'm a Mac fanboy. I'll admit it. I mean, I'm not as much as I used to be a fanboy. I understand there's other things out there, but like I said, I'm just in the ecosystem and I can't get out of it at this point. Oh, that sucks. I love my app. I had the first Apple TV. I got the first one in 2008. It came out in what, 2007? And I've literally have used an Apple TV since 2008. I was way early. Like this was before streaming. I mean, I think right when I got the Apple TV, the old, I still have it. It's in my closet, the old big one. They just got YouTube, the YouTube app on Apple TV at the time. There was no streaming services. Like it was podcasts, the stuff that you can buy off of Apple, iTunes, and YouTube. That was it. I love it. I like I said, Apple just works because I'm one of those people at the point in my life where it's like I don't want to fiddle with my computer and do all this stuff. I just want it to work so I can do my work. You know, work. As I'm bouncing around here not doing work. That's cool. Sounds like we have a lot in common. Yeah, you'll like if they're usually here by now, but sometimes you know, it's Friday and what's well, you guys are what? You're probably what, 6 or 7 hours ahead of the United States Eastern time? Yeah, we could try to do that. I can't go to I don't have my passport yet, so I can't go to Canada. I want to. I actually have an old buddy, well, we used to do a podcast together. He lives in Toronto. And he's a composer and I've always wanted to go out, get up and meet him. We've only met virtually. We would host a podcast and he lives in Toronto and he's a composer. Yeah, so you have to you have to order one from, yeah. You have to like, kind of like a driver's license, you have to go get one and pay for it and all this stuff. To get a passport, yeah. I have to get one here soon, actually. But yeah, in America, you don't need a pass. You just have to have a driver's license to drive, obviously. But they don't require us to have a passport yet. But I'm guessing it's probably going to happen soon. They're trying to go that way. I'm guessing in Europe it's a little different because you know you guys can go to different countries, pretty easily. In America, like, yeah, you can just go through states. It's fine. That Discord link still work? Hope it does. Get your Canadian passport. Moving for trap. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, once you have your passport, then yeah, you should be able to. Well, Toronto's not too far from the border of the United States, so yeah, you should be able to come in. The thing about the United States, it's big, man. Like, if you're up there in Toronto and like to go anywhere in the United States, depends on where you want to go, it could take you. People don't realize how big the United States is. Oh, no. Yeah, Canada is bigger. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, you're right about that. Yeah, Canada's way bigger. But they have the different territories. I don't know much about Canada, but I don't know how far north people go in Canada. But I'm guessing most of Canada, when you go up north, is probably very open. Very desolate. Just like when you go out west in America. Oh yeah, I would definitely like to visit there, but it's like going to a different world up there in Alaska. Yeah, I mean, I have all these things I want to go see, but I definitely want to go to Europe. Like to go to well, definitely England. Like to go to Ireland, Germany, and Poland. Also, would like to see check out France for the World War II stuff. The you know, the beaches and all that. D-Day. I kind of like. I've always been kind of into World War II since I was younger. Hey, there's Clutch Cheese. Welcome back. How you doing today? We're being distracted like always, as you know. Now I was just talking here. We got a new follower and subscriber. He subscribed. Just talking about stuff. And Flamingo, I think his name is. Hope I pronounced that right. We're just having a conversation. Talking about tech, and he's coming to it's Friday. Oh, I did. Cool. But I was telling him he would like Bit a lot because Bit's very into tinkering and he's into tinkering. I was like, oh, you'll get along with Bit real well. Bit's usually in here, and he'll probably come in here a little later. So I'm trying to fix this. We got a broken when we got screwed up yesterday. Clutch. I remember adding these, but for some reason we don't have them in the player progression. And I don't remember because we changed things, so I don't remember what we got here. I got to figure out if we can delete that or not. I don't want to delete it. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell we did yesterday. I think this is the new one here. And before we had this going on here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, I was just thinking about doing that. Well, I remember adding it. You know, I remember when we added this. Okay. I don't even know if the system that we were working on works yet, dude. Like, because we're trying to get the panels all set up. which I'm working through right now. That's what I was working on. And then I was going to show, and for Mingo, I was going to show him the game. And then we had this, and then we started talking. So I got distracted for about an hour. It's all good. I told him it's fine. I was like, that happens regularly here. But he's got ADHD, and he's like, dude, I totally understand. So. Oh, how I chose what engine? There we go. Now he can see kind of the game. Yeah, so initially, how this all started was I wanted to learn Python, or I wanted to learn how to code, which I'm not really learning how to code. I'm using ChatGPT. But anyway, my buddy told me, hey, try learning some Python. Okay. So that's what I started with, Python. And then I was like trying to go through tutorials, and every tutorial was like, hey, you need a project. Well, I couldn't think of anything. I had some game ideas. And then I saw that they had Pygame. You know, you could use Pygame. And then I started experimenting with like, I started researching, and I would go on Twitch and find game dev people to find what are other people doing. So I started with Godot. And I was like, Godot's okay, but I didn't understand anything. You know, I was, green as they come. And then my buddy was telling me, he's like, well, look at Unity, because at the time, I think in the past you could do Python with it or something. He just said, look at Unity as well and see what you think about it. So I looked at Unity, and Unity had a bunch of tutorials that you could go through. I'm like, well, hell, they're going to teach me how to use Unity. So I went through them, and that's how I kind of got onto Unity. I do want to ask Bits whether a MacBook is fit for robotics, because I spent that much money, to be honest. So I'm going to be using my PC mostly, needing to get a new. I don't know. I think he's I can't remember if Bit's a PC or I think he's a PC guy. No, he's Linux. I think he's Linux. Or is that purple? I think it's Bit. No, maybe that's... I can't remember. I get them confused, man. Like, I have all these conversations with people, and I can't remember. Sometimes... Yeah, so he... I think he's Linux. Pretty sure. Because he was... One of them were trying to get me to switch to Linux. Maybe that was purple. Oh, Clutch, I'm still lost, man. There's so much to learn in Unity, especially with the inspector and all these settings, and like how you can control everything with code. You know what I mean? Like you can control all this stuff, which is great. For me, this hurts my brain. This hurts my brain so much. Like that's why I'm a Mac guy, because I like simplicity. I want to know what I need to know, and that's it. I don't want to have all this extra functionality. Like that just overloads my brain. It's just like, oh, dude, that's too much. It's too much. So yeah, even for me. But like, after I've used it for so much, I'm starting to, when we do transform in C#, you do transform dot whatever. Well, you're controlling these. Transform dot position, transform dot rotation. See, I'm learning. When you look at the code there, like your player movement scripts, get component, and all that stuff. You're calling out the stuff in the inspector. I would say start, I don't know. I mean, hey, Purple. You must have heard us talking about you. That's why I thought an engine might be overkill, but on the other hand, it's many things that are ready to use. Yeah. Well, I mean, the big three, you got Unreal, you got Unity, and Godot. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I looked at Godot first because I was looking at like, hey, I'm just going to do 2D games, at first. Because everybody says 3D is very hard. And as you can tell, I'm trying 3D and it is kind of difficult. I liked Godot. It's very lightweight. Like, you don't even install it, man. It just like you download it and you open it. So you might want to look at Godot. But Godot has GDScript, so they have their own language. And that was kind of why I stopped, because I was like, well, wait a minute, I probably should learn C#. Yeah. I would say try Godot for like a week or two, see if you like it, see if it clicks with you, and if not, then download Unity and try it for like the same thing and see which one works for your brain. Like even for me, because I watch some people on Twitch that use Godot, and I like what they do, and I kind of like the way it works, but I'm just so far into Unity right now, and I don't really want to switch. But I might look at Godot again. Because I started looking at GD script, and GD script is like made for gaming. You know what I mean? Like I guess it's similar to Python in a way. But like it's built to be used for gaming. So that's why I'm like, well, maybe that one will be a little bit easier for me to kind of like grasp. But anyway, I mean, C# is working for me, and plus, I kind of told myself, I was telling Flamingo that I'm one of those people that kind of jumps around. It's like, oh, if this is not working for me, I'll try to figure something, you know, and I never get anything done. It's just like a vicious cycle of just going around in circles. So I said, no, I'm just going to continue doing this. Okay. Right. Well, there's some like games in Unity that you didn't think were Unity, that were made in Unity, that look completely different. Same with Unreal. I was seeing this guy on Twitch. He was building a 2D platformer in Unreal, and it looked great. Like it didn't even, but it was like pixel art, you know, and you wouldn't even think it was Unreal. But I know what you mean. Because Unreal is more like, from what I gathered, I'm not know if this is true, but it's more for the visuals. Like people use Unreal because they want the high res detail. And like I heard Godot is more for like 2D games, and Unity was more for mobile games. Yes, Purple, like you. Purple, were you the one? Was it me and you that were talking about Linux, or was that Bit? I can't remember now. I think it was me and you, right? We were going on about Linux. I've had so many conversations with you guys, like they start to blur together after a while. I don't remember. Okay, so it was Bit. It was Bit. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know it was Bit, but I'm like, wait, maybe it was Purple. That's what I thought. It was Bit. So yeah, Flamingo, he's gonna love Bit because Bit's into robotics and tinkering, and so is he. Right, yeah. I agree with you, Clutch. Because I'm still new to all this, so like I don't really have an opinion. I'm just kind of using Unity because I don't want to switch around. I just want to build a whole game and see if I like it or not. And then maybe I'll try Godot. And then I'll try Unreal. I downloaded Unreal on the gaming computer, so. I just don't want my, if I have ADHD, I don't want that to hinder me here. And it's already happening right today. So anyway, when Flamingo comes back, I wanted to show him. Let's see if this even works. Let's see what we have going on here. I still got to finish the campus here. And I found a good YouTube channel. A guy that does like shader graphs tutorials. So I'm going to dive into those. Uh-oh. We're not moving. Uh-oh, that box, something. Uh-oh, some box collider's giving us trouble. Oh, this always happens, man. Like, you do something great, and then the game breaks on you. Oh, this is so great. So what box collider? All right, let me run it again. Actually, let's just Since we fixed that, maybe something hicked up. Let's exit out real quick. I like Unity because, you know, they have the asset store, you know, and they have so many assets in there, and it's crazy. That's why I like Unity, and I think Unreal has a asset store as well. But see, I don't think Godot has one. Or maybe they do, or I don't know. I think it's kind of just people putting things together. Like on websites, you go find, you know, if somebody has something, then you go get it. We gotta fix those trees. Yeah, we gotta fix that shader on that. Yeah, I think they do too. But then, like, Unreal has the thing called blueprints. So you can kind of get people's blueprints and put them in your game. So it kind of works that way. It's like more visual style. Okay, we're screwed here. I wonder if it's these level bounds. That we put together. No, I had those trees like a couple days ago. It's a box collider, so maybe that work we were doing on the player bounds. I don't know, we're frozen. I disabled the level bounds, but that ain't it. Huh. No, I didn't do anything. All we've been working on, the only thing I added was the start of the shop canvas. That's it. We'll maybe get rid of this. And the code stuff. I don't think it said exactly. Let's see. The train collider is not supported on the train. So that's, okay, so something's wrong with the train. Yeah, I think I did the train wrong. Must be something in here. Okay. Mesh collider. Maybe we have to do this. Okay, box collider does not, okay, yep, it's the cubes. It's the level bounds. That one, and that one, and that one. Well, which is crazy, it was working yesterday. We didn't get any errors yesterday, remember? All right, let's see what happens when we take these off. I rebaked the terrain, so maybe that was what the issue was. I don't think I did that. Nope. All right, so the mesh collider is not supported on the train at the moment. Okay, that one. Ah. So that, yeah, the shop. So this is giving us an error as well. Well, we haven't completed it yet. But yeah, this tree. Oh, Jesus, why is there so many damn mesh colliders in? Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials on Unity on YouTube. I mean, dude, there's so many people doing Unity content at this point. That's another reason why I chose it. I need to figure this out. All right, well, let's look at this real. Yeah, so if you're familiar with C#, I would definitely use Unity then. Well, I mean, I think Unreal does it too, don't they? I think there's a way for Godot you can use C# as well. But most people use GD script. Yeah, Godot does. Okay, so UE doesn't. Okay, I think they do blueprints or something. Dude, we just like broke the whole game, dude. Like, now this isn't working. Oh my god. Why is there like 5 mesh colliders on this? Okay, we fixed that. Okay, but still, we're getting these errors. E3. Pine Tree 3. There's a plugin, Unreal Sharp. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would just experiment. I would try each one and see which one you like and which one clicks for you. Like, I don't know if Unity's really clicking with me, but I mean, I'm starting to figure things out. It's just so much to figure out. That's the problem. You know. I think I see what I have to do. Gotta find that tree. This one. Yeah, I think it's in here. Some of these settings. Well, it's got these two on here. We need the nature, what does it says? The nature soft include. There's nothing called soft. Chunks. We need that. Yeah, but see, then we get that. That. Try this. It's just like when you don't know, you don't know, you know, and you try things and you break stuff, and then you don't know if you broke it, if you did break it. One of those deals. But we clearly broke something. Like, this stuff was working fine. Well, I know the one thing that error we got was because of the canvas we're doing. Oh, dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know little things, but, like, I've never built a game before, like, at this scale, you know what I mean? Like, when you go through those Unity tutorials, you do these simple little things, which is what you're supposed to do, you know? It's like every time you start adding more layers on it, you just complicate, you know, you complicate. But that's how you learn. I mean, it's, you'll figure it out. But, you know, usually, like, I would do this. So when I first started Unity 6, every time you get things off the asset store, you would come into this pipeline converter and you just convert everything, and then everything would work fine. And I don't know, now everything's weird. It's not working. Okay, come on. We'll figure this out. We'll get it. Okay, it says the tree pine use the natural soft occlusion shade. Otherwise, billboarding line will not work. And that's what's happening. Unity editor, edit tree. So we got that. I found out where that's at, but it's like there's no soft inclusion shader. That's the problem. We're using the shader here, but it turned it purple. Maybe I have to go somewhere else to convert it. All right, let me pull up. All right, while this is doing this, I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'm running out of water. I'm gonna grab my tea real quick. We'll be right back. Let's take a quick little break. Still going. Maybe we should have just did gaming today. Hey, Bit. We were talking about you earlier. There's I don't know if Minko is still here. He's similar to you. He's a tinkerer. We kind of broke the project. We did nothing, but I don't know. I was working on the panels, and then I got distracted, of course, talking with him, and then we went in to get into the game here, and we got a bunch of errors. So I don't know what's going on. So we're trying to figure it out. I'm doing some converting here to make sure, and taking forever. So welcome back. Happy Friday. You realize a small issue with gaming time? Yeah. What's that? If I'm in a game, I have to go back and set everything up over there. And yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, on Saturday nights, yeah, you guys it'd be like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because we would probably stream 8 Eastern time. So that's like what? Actually, it might be your morning. Probably very early, though. What would that be? What time zone is... Okay, it's 6 o'clock now for you. You're about 7 hours ahead. So. Yeah, it'd be like 3 in the morning for you. So yeah, that won't work. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. We could do like Friday. We could pick a day during the week instead of doing game development like today. I should have just did a gaming stream. No, we'll fix this. We'll figure it out. I think it's popping an error because I was building the panels for the you know, the store that comes up during the waves. I think that's screwed up right now because we didn't complete it yet, so I'm not finished with it. Is that Discord? I'm gonna double check and see if this Discord link works. Like I said, I set this up. Oh, Deep Rock, I've heard of that, yeah. Okay, I have to get a new link for the Discord. No wonder nobody's joining the Discord. Okay, 1 sec. So we gotta do stream elements. I gotta update that link. Also, I have stream elements, so you guys can play games and do stuff. Hey, let's see. Yeah, there's the list of commands. I've heard of it. I've never played it though. I'll have to check it out. Let me update that Discord link here. Okay, we got the link. Oh, what? I wanted to ask yesterday, want to see some... Yeah, sure. Throw them in Discord. Why can't I... My brain's not working today for some reason. Try to invite people in thing, but for some reason it won't copy the link. I don't do this stuff on stream. I'm trying to like bring more reasons for people to come and join the Discord, so I'm trying to make it a little more appealing. Oh, maybe because I'm in streamer mode. Yeah, it might be because I'm in streamer mode. Try that. Yep, that's what it was. There we go. Alright, that link's been updated. Yep, I'll check them out here in a sec. Doing too many things at once. Oh, nice. There we go. There's one of them. Okay, 8 pull 130. 130. These go by twos? No, probably more than two. Yeah. Those go by 20s? To read that? Cool. See? Figured it out. I know nothing about this. Cool. Right, that's one. The other one. Let me grab the other one. That one's interesting. It was going crazy, and then it dropped. You must have did something here. And then it went back. Were you okay, so stopped. T. You did something with T. Not this one. Okay, you were testing the T again. Does that mean testing the T? Yeah, because you did something there and... Trigger, okay. So what does that do when you do the T? Because I see like when you did that Or what happened here? Make that drop some. Or is that where you were testing? You were trick. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I. Maybe no, I don't know. Okay. I don't want to interrupt your eating your bowl of beans. I'm dead in the water. I can't do anything. Like, it's literally loading. I shouldn't have did that, but... No, I like beans. Are they black beans? Or what kind of beans? I like black beans. Beans are good. Yeah, Deep Rock Galaxy. I've heard of that. I haven't played it though. Let me check it up on Steam. Oh, white beans. Okay. Is it funny we just call them by colors? Yep, Deep Rock Galaxy. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this was like referenced in one of the play style games that I was kind of leaning towards for a game I was going to build. These are the most common? Okay. White beans. Yeah, I'll add this to my wish list. Satisfactory. Space, and you said Space Engineers. I already have that. I have Space Engineers, so we can totally play that one. Is Infirmingo, is he still here? He had a phone call. He might be still watching, but... Yeah, Satisfactory. I remember, I played it a little bit a few years back. It was pretty fun. I know it's I mean, I haven't played it in a while, so it might have changed in a bit, but I know it's kind of like, it's, you know, pretty in-depth game. All right, done with his beans. Cool. Oh yeah, okay, let me pull back up. Oh, did I? Damn it. All right. Pulling back up here. What's it doing? We got this one. It was this one here, that one. But what happened here? So I was fixing the TV, and whenever it starts up, the LEDs flash a moment and then turn off. Okay. Oh, got it. So you're okay. So you were testing to see why that was happening, or where it's coming from, or whatever. And then, like you said, if it's flashing, then that must be what that is, capturing that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but that's kind of. Yep. That's what I thought, yeah. So you set up a trigger to capture the waveform when the LED... Cool, so that... Okay. That makes sense. See, I think I did a little bit of this stuff in high school. Because I did a lot of, like... Whatever you would call these, you know, more technical kind of courses in high school that were more for, like, people that, you know... weren't gonna go to college, basically. Just kind of what I was, but I ended up going to college somehow. Yeah, we did a little basic engineering stuff. We did electricity. So I think we did a I'll bet you know. It's the little, not the big one that you have on your desk, but that little one. We talked about it. Was not the seismograph. This one, the meter. We had a little small one, but I think I learned how to use that. Yeah, this is Bit's workstation. So in Flamingo, if you're still here, man, this is what I was telling you about. Bit's really into this stuff. Yeah, let me go back. You look at the T. You see yeah, right here. This for that, right? Okay, voltage level where it will capture. Okay. Yellow 1. There. Cool. Yeah, I get it intellectually. I could figure, I'd figure it out. Like, oh yeah, you're doing this and that. Cool. It's just like then actually what you need to know about it. That's where I'm lost, probably. The 1 means the trigger is set on channel 1. The symbol means rising edge, so when a lower voltage goes above the voltage set. Okay, you're going to capture it. Got it. When it hits that. Makes sense. Alright, well, we're dead in the water here. So, this is probably going to take forever. Yep, we're still loading here. Didn't know it was going to do this. My apologies. Guess we can look up at the code here.
It's 12 o'clock.
And the LEDs are supposed to work at 32 volts, and I set the level at 29 volts. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Clutch, are you still here? Purple, are you still here too? I know you guys go in and out, but it's all good. Clutch is probably figuring out what game engine he's gonna use. Oh, there he is. There's Inflamingo. Hey, look. So Inflamingo, there's Bit. This is what I was telling you about, the Bit welder. The cool thing about oscilloscopes is that they have multiple channels connected. It's gonna right. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, the 1 meters can only capture one thing, and those things capture multiple. That's why you would use that over the other one. Oh, that's right, Bit. Still got that cold going on. Colds suck. Yeah, I was sick. I got sick in December, and then February. Middle of February, I got sick again. The February one was, man. I think I had a fever for like, off and on for like 3 or 4 days. Oh, that's good. Glad you're getting better. Yeah, being sick is never fun. Well, I mean, what we could do, I could bore you with, bore you guys with my guitar playing. Maybe we can do some song requests. Oh, yeah, yeah. So that's Bit's workstation. That's all his equipment and stuff that he works with. I wanted to ask you if you've worked with robotics. I think Bit has a little bit. I think he's more of like, Anyway, if anybody that's watching, if you haven't joined the Discord, oh, yeah? You can tell I have 88, because like I'm all over the place with music. I can't ever just stick to one thing. I'm like doing this, that, this, and that. So that's clear. My brain's scattered. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know. Who wants to dance? Man, I gotta fix Nightbot here. What the heck? Oh, Bit again with that again. I know, man. I need to get tested. I know. I don't know. I gotta go in there and I gotta change the settings. Like I said, I just added this stuff. Like, I'm trying to make the stream cool. I'm trying to make my Discord cool. And, like, yeah, I gotta... let me look at it real quick. I must have it set, like, really high or something. It's my fault. I apologize. This is true. This is true, Bit. Let's see. Chat moderation. Here we go. Oh, I see why. Okay. Okay, hold on. We'll get it here. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, I think we should be good now. But yeah, I'm just trying, like, I'm trying to set up the Discord. You know, and there's commands now, so you can play the games and all that, you know, fun stuff that most people have in their stream. I'll get a bit. I'll figure that damn song out, dude. Yeah, dude, like, let's have a jam out time. Like, on my game, it's like literally frozen. There's nothing I could do, so. Wait, no, dun. No, I'm just doing this. Oh, it's all good, man. We all have to take time to play. It's like, hey, you're better at the other stuff. In coding, dude, I'm horrible at coding. I need to throw this on. Hold on. Something like that. I mean, I could cheat and I can look up a tab real quick. I just don't like doing it. I have to hear it though. I'd have to listen to. I have to hear the song, but I can't play it on stream. That's the problem. I would pull it up, but I can't. Oh, they got it like this. I have it like that. So they got, let's see. That's an E. It's a G. D. To B. There it is. My question is, I'm planning to get a laptop to put on my own Ubuntu. Yeah, bits of Linux, dude. Well, the stream just got derailed, but cool. We just go. So that's it, I think. They play it like, they have it in the tab like this. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. Ba-ba. I had it, now I don't. So 5, so that's G. Back to E, D. That's it. So it goes. So you go back to the E, so you go to the D, B, E, B, or D, sorry. He might go down to that. Yeah, he does. He goes. God, it's the rhythm, man. That rhythm screws you up. That's it, right there. You have to do that. See, I had it and then I don't have it. Frickin' A, man. I'm thinking. My brain gets in the way. That's the problem. I'm thinking too much. When I don't think and I just play, it comes out. Plus, I have to hear the rhythm. I have to hear the song, but I can't play it, so. It goes. You gotta hang on that note, then go down. Yeah. I had it, then it goes away. Ah, whatever. But there you go, Bit. I got most of it. But yeah, you guys, if you want, go ahead and join in the Discord. Oh, Bit's in there, I know that. Clutch Cheese, Purple, or Flamingo, if you guys want to join the Discord, go ahead. Does it come up? Oh, maybe I need to set that. Hold on, let me set that real quick. I'm a noob, I'm a newbie streamer. We'll get it. I thought I had that set, but I must not have. Sec. Hotbot commands. Don't have that. Add it real quick. Damn it, Nightbot. How'd I got rid of that? Oh, there you go. Oh. Hold on, dude. Frickin' links. Alright. Hold on. Alright. There we go. Well, it should work. Alright, Nightbot. So we gotta go into Nightbot again. Hold on. Thought I already did these. Oh, right there. Forgot one. Okay. Should be good now. Alright, you guys should be able to do that now. But yeah, it's a rhythm thing for Seven Nation Army. It's like dun 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 dun. It's that hesitation. That screws you up. Plus, I'm doing it in my head, so I'm remembering the song in my head without hearing it. But we got it. It'd be cool to jam to it. Yeah, no problem, Flamingo. Appreciate you coming by, man. Like I said, you and Bit. Oh, you'll be back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know you guys are all like way ahead of me in time, so I understand. I'm gonna be eating lunch soon, so it's your dinner, it's my lunch. No, I'm not throwing you out. I thought you were leaving. No, stay. No, you're good. We're dead in the water. Like I'm waiting for this thing to finish. Like look at this. I think I might have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to force quit. Okay. That's probably gonna screw the project up even more. Let me just exit out of the projects. Let's do this. Okay, start from scratch. Times. See, I do have Godot. It's 1440p. I have a Apple display. I thought I told you this. Not the expensive one, the Apple display. Oh, dude, I'm an app. Yeah, I told you. I got the studio display. This one. Yeah, because like all I have to do, oh, dude, it's beautiful. I love it. Because all I have to do is plug in, the USB-C right into the USB port, and that's it. And the monitor is up and running. And like I said, I'm using the mic, or I'm using the camera. That's how we're running the stream. Very basic. Nothing. Yeah, Bit's not a big Apple fan. I said he's Linux. I've just been in the ecosystem too long. That's the problem. But yeah, I love my Mac. His Bit likes to tinker, so he would want to tinker with all this stuff. I get it. I don't really want to do that. I used to have a widescreen, LG widescreen, but I switched to this because for focusing issues. All right. Yeah. No, I get it. And it's expensive, dude. I get it, dude. Apple is expensive. You're paying a premium for a computer when you can make one same specs for half the cost. I get it, trust me. There's times that I've been like, I don't know if I can continue to be an Apple user because I don't know if I can afford it. So I totally agree with you. The thing is, the beautiful thing about a Mac or Mac products, like you can usually get, me and Flamingo were just talking about this. Like, he still rocks an M1. That's like almost 5 years old now at this point. But it's still a great machine. Like you can get like 5 years out of a machine easily, not maybe even more, depending on what you do with your computer. You know, they do last quite a long time. And I had the trash can Mac. I had that for like 8 years, 7 or 8 years before I finally went back to a laptop. Yeah. No, I get it. I've just been like phones. I don't upgrade my phone yearly. I just upgraded to the newest one last year, but I was rocking 13, I think, iPhone 13, maybe. So yeah, that's about what I upgrade for real. Like I don't upgrade all that much. Um, I'm the same way. Like I've had the gaming computer. I built that in 2021. Well, that's 4 years old. It still runs fine. I upgraded my Mac last year, but before that I had an M1 that I bought in 2021, I think. So 3 years. Yeah, I agree. I get it. You don't need to tell me. I know, because when I looked at buying a new Mac, I'm like, oh God, these things are too expensive. But the only reason I got this Mac, like I was telling Mingo, I'm just gonna call him Mingo. That's easier to do. Is I had my M1 Mac and I traded it in to Apple. They gave me money for it to buy the new one. So that's the only way I could get that one. And that's usually what I do. I just trade my old gear and I use it to upgrade to the next one. I did that with my old iPhone. So that's kind of a plus with Apple products, is like they kind of retain their value. And Apple will just like basically waive the price for your next one. They'll give you $1,000, $1,500 to put towards your new one. That's the only way I was able to upgrade my Mac, to be honest. Like I wanted to do it with my iPad. I wanted to get a new iPad Pro. But I'm like, this one's fine. Like I don't do much on it, so it works fine. So I haven't bothered to update it yet. All right, we're back. Now let's see if it works. We're probably gonna nail a bunch of. Okay, we gotta figure out this stupid shader. Yeah, everybody's different. Well, the reason I upgraded from my M1 is because I started getting into Unity and stuff. I was like, well, I don't know if my M1 is gonna be able to handle this. I was thinking long term. I do music stuff and I just wanted to make sure it was still, and I was, I wanted to start streaming, and I didn't know if the Mac was going to be able to handle streaming and Unity and all this stuff, because I'm not doing, I'm not doing another piece, I'm not doing a separate streaming PC on top of it, which a lot of people do. Like I said, we're running off a MacBook Pro here, and everything seems good. Okay, the selected tree does not have an LOD group, so it will use the default imposter system and will not support rotation. Okay, so this is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. Drinking tea and water. Woo! I'll be right back. Because what I need my... Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if you're, if you're not blowing out your PC, you don't need to upgrade. I was starting to see my M1 stutter and stuff, and that's why I upgraded. $1650. You have AMD, right? Oh, NVIDIA? Okay. Oh, graphics card, right? You hate them with the patch. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. They suck for Linux. Okay, Intel GPU and AMD CPU. Got it. Yeah, I think if I build another gaming computer, I might go AMD. Because this one's Intel. I've always been Intel. But I've heard a lot of good things about AMD. I don't remember why I didn't go AMD. I think it was because of the graphics card I wanted or something. I can't remember. All right, we got to figure out this LOD thing. Tree 3. Yeah, that was always the thing back in the day. Intel was always good, and then Intel just kind of, yeah, not as much anymore. All right, let's see if we can play. Let's see if we can play the game first off. Let's see if this works, or if we're gonna get stuck again. I gotta finish up the shop canvas thing. That's what I was working on. I wanted to show Flamingo my game. Like, I wanted to show... And we're still screwed up. Yep, we can't play. Alright, it's right here. The shop. Player alien. Okay, this... I don't know why we created this. Okay, we got that. Overheating, especially while you get more performance, you spend way more than... Yeah, right. What is this giving me? Here, alien. Index out of range. I bet you it's this. Yeah, I got an i9. I think I have the i9 as well. On my gaming PC. Can't remember. It's been 4 years since I built it. Okay, it's working. That's what's busting is that shop thing because it's not completed. So information. Here's what we got so far. So it's a simple game. Got our timer. This is all I've built so far. So you can abduct them. So that shader right there took me like 2 days to do, which is I'm still not happy with it. Like I said, this isn't all polished. We don't even have the characters yet. So that's the object is going there, and eventually we're working on the progression. These are the health packets right now. And obviously as the waves go on. It's a simple abduction game. It's basically similar to Vampire Survivors, but instead of killing people, you're playing as an alien and you're abducting the humans. That's basically it. And then you're just fighting off the waves. And the waves get harder and harder as the waves go on. That's it. I mean, it isn't that hard here. But like I said, scope creep, ADHD, and all this stuff. You know. creeping, streaming, talking with people. I love to talk to you guys, so don't think like, oh my god. No, I love it. And we've been just building things. You know, building little things here, building things there. I gotta fix the power-ups. Art assets aren't done. I want to see if my timer works. So right now, so what's supposed to happen is, this right now, a screen. So this is what we're working on currently, or what I'm supposed to be working on is, when that 10 seconds comes up, there's supposed to be a screen that comes up from the XP and stuff that you get. This is the player progression that we're working on. So you're supposed to be collecting XP when you abduct these, and you're getting Xeno coins or Xeno crystals to spend in a store. So when that wave incoming comes up, there's supposed to be a menu that's going to pop up so you can choose to boost your speed, your health, or your damage. That's what we're working on currently. And that's what's breaking the game. Because it's not finished. So that's what I'm working on. Is trying to get the this little screen to pop up, and you click a button to buff your health, your speed, and your damage protection. That's what I'm saying. We're building little pieces. We're trying to get everything built here. And as Bit was telling me yesterday, I was waiting for magic to happen. But yeah, so this is what I was working on, the shop canvas. So these are the buttons that we're working on. All right, we can get back to it. 2.5 hours later. It's all good. We're here to have fun, you know? Not here to... Acer Predator Triton Neon. Gaming laptop Intel Core 9. 32 gigabytes, cool. 1 terabyte. Oh, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's true. I'm having a blast. Like I said, I'm talking with you guys, meeting you people, learning new things, and trying to build a game. It's cool. Yeah, my gaming PC has like 64 gigs of RAM because what happened was I was gonna switch from this is what I was telling you about back before I built this. I was thinking about switching to Windows again because I was doing music stuff, and it's so expensive for a Mac to get as many megabytes as you want. So I was like, I could just do a gaming, or I could do a PC, build something half the price, and that's what I did. Mostly story-driven games, you know. I like RPGs. You know, just like, you know. I like story-driven games for the most part. Like, I mean, I ended up liking Death Stranding. I thought that was a great game. That was a game I played a few years ago. I was playing through Ghost of Tsushima. I need to finish that. I'm starting Black Myth Wukong. I loved Elden Ring. I had a blast with Elden Ring. I still haven't finished it, but I played like over 120 hours of Elden Ring. I loved it. So it just depends. I don't really have a specific genre or anything that I like. It's great. It's hard as hell, though. If you don't like not winning... Yeah, I played Red Dead... Oh, dude, Red Dead Redemption is great. I beat it. God, and I didn't even, like... There's so much to do in that game. Like, you can get lost in Red Dead, too. Oh, my God. You can get so lost in there and do all these side things. I like games like that, too. As you can imagine. Yeah, Red Dead's awesome. You'll have a blast. I gotta play the first one, Red Dead, the first Red Dead. When that came out on PC, I bought it and I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Oh, ThinkPads are good. They used to be like the computer back in the day. Lenovo ThinkPads. Actually, weren't they IBM ThinkPads? But yeah, we'll probably do some gaming on here. I would love to do some music composition stuff as well. All right, let's finish this shop. Okay, hook your shop panel into your shop script. We have a shop script? I thought it was this one. Yeah, it is. Well, I built it with music production in mind. So running, sample libraries and all that. So you need a lot of RAM to do that. Running sample libraries for music production, for composing music. Those things eat up so much memory. Like one sample for like strings, like I was doing so that's why I built it that way. Because you need because you run these templates for music, like you do like thousands of tracks in your DAW, and to be able to, have them running all at once, and you have, let's say you have a full orchestra, and you're running all these sample libraries, you'll blow your computer out with memory so fast. Like 32 gigabytes, you'll blow through that. So that's what I was doing. So that's why I need it so much. What I was going to do is I was going to run this as a server. So I was going to host all my samples on this, and then I was going to hook it up to my Mac. So that would do all the heavy lifting, and then kind of use this software to be able to stream it to my Mac, but I just didn't do it. It just took too much. Oh god, it was so much work. And I'm gonna say they don't think you like it, but laptops can't really. Yeah, I had one. When I first started streaming like 7 years ago, that's how I started. I had an Xbox and PlayStation, and I would use a capture card, Elgato capture card, into the PC before I built my gaming rig. I'm running 2 monitors right now on my MacBook Pro. I think I could hook up one more, actually. And mine runs great. I have the Apple Cinema Studio display here, and I got just a normal LG 4K panel for my where I have the stream and stuff on. I'm running 2 monitors on that too, but that's a gaming computer. That's the beautiful thing about Macs, man. Like they're very powerful computers, and they should be for what you pay for them. Yeah, Macs are Macs. Well, once Apple started making the M chips, I mean, they were literally they blew out Intel chips like you know what I mean? Like it literally killed the Intel chip when the M1s came out. But anyway, we can have this discussion. You guys know, I'm a Mac guy. That's it. I love Mac. I've been a Mac user for so long now. Almost 20 years. Wow, that's hard to believe. Like, I got into the Mac when Jobs was still alive. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was more of a fanboy when Jobs was around, and then after Jobs died, like, I kind of kind of failed out, but oh yeah. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Like I said, when I was building that, I thought I was going to switch back to Windows from a Mac because I thought I wasn't going to be able to afford the new Macs. But figured out a way to make it happen. Because I literally, like, you know how you like working on Linux, right? You like the workflow and everything. Well, I just like the workflow on a Mac. It's like I don't think about it. I just work. And when I'm on Windows, I'm like, oh. I like some things on Windows though, but there's just the Mac works for my brain. Thing is that embedded system robotics work best on Linux. Well, AutoCAD. Yeah, AutoCAD. Yeah, I remember AutoCAD. Yeah, you got to use what you got to use for the programs you need. Like for me, everything that I use or need to use, it runs beautifully on Mac. I was scared to get into game development because I didn't know if these programs were going to work really well on Mac. As you can see, Unity's pretty flawless. I mean, I don't have that many issues with it. Godot ran perfect on this machine. Yeah, ARM, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I agree wholeheartedly. Trust me, I'm not gonna sit here and argue that, oh, well, you know, I'm not that bad of a Mac fanboy. I've learned that a long time ago that, you know, use, like I always say, use what works for you. I don't play that Mac versus PC, Android versus iOS. I could care less. Thought about using a Shy Linux as a dual boot with Fedora, but I realized that even then it's using ARM, under which some things. Okay. Both in killing old software for x86, giving more power for others. Yep. That parachuting versus drifting? Like physically parachuting and drifting in a car, I'm guessing? Ugh. I don't like heights, so I probably wouldn't do parachuting. I'm afraid of heights, man. I don't even know what he's doing. Like I said, I'm all new to this, man. I don't know all this stuff. Yeah, I see he redeemed the points, but I'll say drifting. We just type it in. I'm so stupid when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. I'm not all up on my Twitch stuff yet. Oh, I gotta make a poll. Okay, how do I do that? Work. Oh. Oh, hold on. It's gotta be this. Hold on. I think I gotta make it in, should be able to do it right through that, but. I think I have polling off. Nightbot. Man, I need to start looking up more about Twitch. My moderator, he's not here. I start it or I know you can do song requests. That matter. Man. Yeah, poll. Oh, here we go. If this works. There we go. Book the shop panel into your shop script. Shop panels here. We got the shop script. Oh, we don't. Ah. There we go. We got it on screen. Great. Now we gotta fix it. It's kind of working. Woo! But it looks like crap, but yeah. At least it's there. I think we have to turn that off. But anyway. Having the mobile feel so I want laptop. Yeah, see, I'm like more of a desktop guy, but like I'm moving more towards laptop myself. It's hard for me just to work on a laptop because of the screen. But I guess if you do it enough, you can get used to that. But if you're mobile a lot. See, it's very iffy. Best you can do, a chance at 3 displays. Yeah, Thunderbolt, yep. Yeah, dude. Flamingo. I mean, for me, like, since you have ADHD. Like, I used to have triple monitors, but I always felt like myself would get distracted. I'd be looking at all the other monitors, so then I moved to just one monitor. That's when I moved to a wide panel, a wide screen, and that usually worked for me. But then like I said, I changed and I went to the Apple Studio display, and I usually just work with one monitor because it keeps my focus. Because always when I have dual displays, I'm always looking over here because I'll have things running over here, looking at Twitter, Discord, whatever. I'm always like breaking my concentration. So I kind of prefer one monitor. But you should be able to run. Oh, yeah, yeah. That will be easy to do. Yeah. Dual monitor. Yep. And if you're coding, you can get the monitors that move, and you can do it vertical instead of horizontal. Then you have more screen real estate, this way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used to have a 35 ultra wide too, and my wife's using it for her business. So it's just like the way it like sits in my visual. I just didn't like it. Okay, like the arms. Yeah, that's what I had too. Yeah, we had similar setups. But I think on the new Macs, well, these are M4s. The reason I went with the Apple Studios display is because it has built-in camera, built-in speakers, built-in mic. That's why. And plus I could just hook my MacBook Pro up to it and it just works. That's why I went with it. Because I used to have like separate speakers and all this stuff, and it's like I just want everything to be, simple. I think you can hook up. Yeah, do that M4 chip. I think you can do. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If the M1 can do 5, then this thing can probably do. I think this can run like. It'll tell you here. But yeah, this has 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Plus, yeah, right there. Display port. Okay, display. Here we go. So the M4 MacBook Pro can do 2 external displays up to 6K resolution at 60 hertz. One external display up to 6K, 60 Thunderbolt. Okay, blah blah blah. That's just the M4. The Max can do up to 4 external displays, up to 3 displays with 6K. 3 displays with 6K. That's insane. Or up to 3 external displays. Yeah. Then so 2 6K and then 1 8K. Holy crap, man. Wow. Okay, yep, we'll take a look. That's why. I mean, I don't even know why you would need that many displays, but some people are. Oh yeah, cool, cool. Nice. Hey, there's me. Yeah, this is what I used to have. I used to have 3 monitors just like you, set up on the arms like that. It was cool, but like I said, I would just be like, I could always get distracted. You know what I mean? So. Oh, you got your PS5? Cool. So you're PlayStation guy? The fan in the background? Oh, right there? Yeah. Here, we'll get a zoom in on that. Cool. Oh, not the exhaust. I saw that. I was like, that's a fan, dude. Which, right here? Fan in the background. I don't see a fan in the background. Or this. If it works, it works. Yeah, I see it right there, yeah. Yep, right there. It's your symbol. I should take a picture of my office. Well, you guys can see some of it. So I got my gaming PC back here. I got my I got a TV over on this wall. I got my 3D printer, and then over here I got my electronic drums. You can't see them. And then my desk is on this wall. Do any of you? Yeah, I could do something. I'm thinking about rebooting my YouTube channel again. Like, I was music focused, but I'm thinking about trying to think about ways to reboot it. I think Bit you 3D print, right? I haven't 3D printed in a while because my printer was down and I finally fixed it. Yeah, that's what I thought, Bit. I knew you did. Because we talked about it. I finally fixed my issue, but for some reason, I tried printing the other day and like can't get it to stick again. Oh, thanks. No, I just use my Mac. I have I have a Prusa Mini. Yeah, Bit uses Linux. He's been trying to get me on Linux. I will. I'll experiment with it and put it on my gaming PC. But I have a Prusa Mini, so I just use the Prusa. Where'd it go? Right here, Prusa Slicer. So I use that, but for some reason I can't get my the bed, man. I can't get it to stick. I used to have no problems, and then I didn't print for like 6 or 7 months, and then I did this huge update. Prusa sent out this update to the Mini, and then it just like broke things, and like it hasn't worked right since. I miss 3D printing. I'd print, just random stuff. It's cool. I printed I've shown Bit this. I got Darth Vader. Printed Darth Vader here. Printed a Stormtrooper. I like Star Wars. I printed this huge Lego Darth Vader. I'm still missing some pieces, but it's back here. You can kind of. It kind of got broke because it fell off. My dog hit it, but I have this cool Lego Darth Vader. Little head. This was really cool. I printed a couple Transformers, but they didn't really come out very well. But yeah, I printed a whole bunch of stuff. Printed my kids some stuff. Yeah, it's the prints, like, when you start printing, and then like I'll have to take a picture of it Bit and share it in Discord so you can see it. But like it would just flop off, so that means the bed's not getting hot enough or something, and the print just plops off, and then it starts gluing itself to the nozzle, and it won't come down. Cool. Gaming laptop. What have we got going on? Our wave spawner is 4070. Yeah, that's powerful. Bit. Yeah, I think it's the Z offset. Yeah, I got it to a point. I'll share some pictures in Discord and show you. I know I have to turn it on and it's got to heat up. But basically, you know, when you start your print, it will stick. You know what I mean? And it will start going, and then after a while, like it will just pop off the bed. You know, the print will pop off the bed, and I can't get it to stay stuck on the bed. Either the bed's not hot enough, or like you said, it's a Z issue. It's probably more likely a Z issue. I think I might have to set it up a little bit. I have to adjust the Z axis or whatever the bed that it sits on. I got the mini, here. The Prusa Mini Plus. This one. Oh, I'm doing PSA, right? Yeah. What, filament? Yeah, it's PLA, sorry. Yes, PLA, sorry. Yeah, PLA, sorry. I need to eat lunch, that's what's going on. My brain is like, it's shutting down. I told you, 3 hours, my brain just starts to like, But that's what I got. I got the Prusa Mini. And yeah, PLA. So basically, my print will go here, and then it will pop off, and then, you know, it will glue itself to here sometimes. I should have got a bamboo, but I got one of those. Well, it's the regular temperature it's supposed to, but I think I might have to crank it up for some prints. I might have had to do that before. I don't know. I haven't printed in a while. I'd have to check. Like I said, I was down because I couldn't get it to work because it was giving me an error saying the print fan wasn't working. Well, I redid it. I had to redo my whole thing. I had to basically factory reset it. I had to set it back up. 65, okay, 65 Celsius. And then it started working fine. But, okay. I don't remember it. Like I said, I haven't printed in a while because like I couldn't print. So I just kind of forgot about it and just kind of sat there for a while. And then one day I was like, you know what, I'm just going to factory reset this thing because I read on a forum. And people were saying, okay, yeah, do that and it might fix it. Yeah, I know I'm not doing much. I'm sorry. We got derailed. It's good. I like talking with you guys. It's fun. But I got the panels. Look, the panels are here. We just now I need to figure out how to make them better. You know, all that good stuff. But we got them. I gotta mess with those settings. But we broke something, so now it's breaking something in the wave spawner. I'm sure it's this. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get a bamboo, but there at the time the one I wanted was really expensive, and like it was my first time ever getting a 3D printer, so I didn't even know if I was going to enjoy it. So I just got the Prusa because that was recommended highly, and it was a little cheaper. So, and at the time Bamboo didn't have what they have their little machine now that's similar. They didn't have that at the time. The this one, they didn't have this many when I bought my Prusa. I would have got this if they had this at the time. Oh. Yeah, no problem, Flamingo. Thanks for coming by, man. Great meeting you. Thanks you for subscribing and following the channel and being a real help. I appreciate that. We'll be back probably Monday. I stream pretty much Monday through Friday, 10 Eastern in the morning till about 2. So, but thank you. I appreciate it, man. You've been a help. Thanks for the great conversation. I'm probably going to take off today too, man. My brain is fried. I need to get some lunch. This was like I said, we ended, it just kind of derailed, but it's all good. Don't think about anything. It's all good. I appreciate it. I got to come back Monday and we'll finish this stuff. But we got the panel created. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bit. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was working this morning on this. I wanted to get this completed. And then Infomango came in the chat and we just started chatting. And I was waiting for you to get around, but it's all good. We can we'll have a gaming stream next week, all right? We'll see what day works best. I'm hyped too. I want to do some gaming. All right, yeah, I think this is a good time to end the stream. Everybody's taking off. My brain's shot. Trail makers, okay. No, I got this in my in my wish. I got it. I downloaded it. Yep. Yeah, this looks cool. Yeah, you build stuff. That's so cool. Yeah, no, I got it. Definitely. Oh, no, this isn't the one. You started me something else. No, I don't have this one. Swear to God, I thought this was free to play. No, this looks cool. I'll purchase this. Let me add it to my thing real quick. I thought I was signed in, but I'm not. Yeah, this looks fun. Yeah, maybe we can play this next week. Maybe Monday or something. Maybe I'm gonna try to work on the game stuff that I'm doing right now this weekend. And then maybe on Monday we can play. It sounds good. I'm adding it to my list right now. Cool. All right, I think that now is a good time to end. I gotta get lunch. It's getting late for everybody. We've already been on 3 hours. Can't believe it. 3 hours is kind of my sweet spot right now. I think yesterday we went 4, but yeah, can't do it today. All right, Bit. You have a good weekend, man. I'll see you Monday, and I'll fire up the gaming PC and we'll play on Monday. Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday, 10 Eastern. Probably do a gaming stream. I want to thank Flamingo for the subscription and following in the same day. Really cool. So that's gonna do it for us. And Clutch Cheese and Purple Bunny, thanks for stopping in. Don't know where you guys went to, but thank you. Appreciate it as always. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day.